Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Today our topic is very important, and this topic actually is going to show you that those Muhammadan, they worship a God, they do not know who he is. All what they knew, that his name is Allah. Even the word Allah do not know what their name mean, for it is a foreign word. So the name of the God they have is a stolen name from different nation. The character of this God is unknown for them. Who is this God? They have no idea. How he look like? They don't know. What he's made of? They don't know. Is he a spirit? They say no. So today we are going to discuss together and see and show you how much they are, or there is embarrassment in this religion the second you start asking about this God. This God is exist only if you don't ask questions. This God is amazing, but just don't ask. The second you ask, this God is a joke. So who is this God, Allah?
Believe that Allah has an arm or a leg as stated in the Quran. How can this be correct? Isn't it? This is attributing human qualities to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, subhanallah, Brother Tahir, you just answered yourself in the beginning when you said some Muslims believe that Allah has an arm or leg as it is stated and mentioned in the Quran. So if it is stated in the Quran, what other proof do you need? Rather, the question should be, how can we perceive these states? Number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned specific.
Look at this now. So yes, Allah have arms, Allah have hands, Allah have legs. So why they refuse that God can be a man? And those arms and those hands and those legs, are they flying in the space or they are connected? They can't even answer you about that. And those hands and those arms and those legs are made from what? Silicone, plasma, gelati? They don't dare to answer that. So what kind of God we are worshipping? And why does God anyway, he have arms and legs? Listen carefully. The Muslim is saying, some Muslims say, he says to you, he said to him, yeah, well, this is what the Quran is saying. You answer yourself. The Quran confirmed that.
Some Muslims believe that Allah has an arm or a leg as stated in the Quran. How can this be correct? Isn't it? This is attributing human qualities to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, subhanallah, Brother Tahir, you just answered yourself in the beginning when you said some Muslims believe that Allah has an arm or leg as it is stated and mentioned in the Quran. So if it is stated in the Quran, what other proof do you need?
Yeah, what other proof you need? What's wrong with you? So a Muslim, he's trying to use his brain. Okay, see, we say to the Christians how God can be a man. And why this God, he is rejected by them? He's a man. I mean, he looked like a man. He have arms, he have hands, he have leg. Then we find that Allah himself, he have arms and he have hands and he have fingers and he have not only fingers, he have 5 fingers. And he have 2 eyes. So how it's impossible for God to be a man? And that actually, the funny is, the second you say impossible for God to be a man, you just said impossible for God to be God. Because God, he can be whatever he wants. The Bible says nothing is impossible with God. That is our book. Are you Muslims saying there is something impossible with God? So why you call him God? There's many things impossible for me because I am not God. But if I am God, nothing is impossible for me. So the difference between me and God, that there's millions of things, billions of things is impossible for me. With God, there's 0 thing is impossible. So here you see the hypocrisy of this cult, and you see the confusion of this cult. And now he's trying to explain, now, okay, okay, now Allah, he have hands and Allah have arms. The question is, isn't it this is a human attribute? So what he will say, listen.
Rather, the question should be, how can we perceive these states?
How we can perceive? Go ahead.
Number one, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned specific parts, and I would mention them and the references in the Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وقالت اليهود يد الله مغلولة غلت أيديهم ولعنوا بما قالوا بل يداه مبسوطتان ينفق كيف يشاء. In this ayah, without going into the details of its meaning and the reason of its revelation, a part of the ayah in this segment. He says, بَلْ يَدَاهُ مَبْسُوطَتَانِ, Allah's hands are stretched out. He spends generously and he provides generously.
Allah, his hand is open and he spent a lot. He spent. You know the stupidity is, if we accept that this God he spent, that's mean he have a currency. That's mean he is not a creator. Because a spender is somebody who have a saving, and from his saving he spent. So the second you agree that your God he spent, it's mean he is not the maker of the money, he is spending the money. So he is not a creator. And when you say and you agree that Allah have hands and he used his hand to spend, well, you just made him a man in the market, and he put his hand in the pocket, and he pay money. He spend money. So how that can help? That make it even more confusing. Continue.
Apply to what the Jews were saying, that God forbid that his hands are tied up or shackled to his neck, yani he does not spend. I don't want to say the word exactly because this is awful. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala quoted the false allegation and he refuted that by saying, بَلْ يَدَاهُ, doesn't only have one hand, rather two. يَدَاهُ, dual. He has two hands.
If you go to this verse, by the way, you will see not a single translation saying the word two hands. I think there's only one. They took the word his two hands away. Okay, so now what is the answer for this person? We got it. Allah he spend money, he have two hands, and his hands is open. And now you prove that the person there, he is wrong, and Allah have two hands and
are stretched out. يُنْفِقُ كَيْفَ يَشَاءُ, he spends as he wills. Okay. So the ayah stated so. In Surah Al-Qalam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in ayah number 42, يوم يكشف عن ساق ويدعون إلى السجود فلا يستطيعون. In some of the tafsir and references and ahadith, the saq here refers to Allah's shin. So he has a leg, and he would lay down uncovered or bare his shin so that people will fall in prostration, except those who fail to prostrate in this.
So we have his God. This God have two hands, and then the judgment day is going to disrupt these, is going to show his leg. So this is what you know about your God? That's it? That's your God? Mr. Leg? The reason I am starting with this, because our topic is about how Allah, he go to his throne. If we go in the Quran, we will find that there is many verses in the Quran where it says that Allah, he rose himself above the throne. Before we go to the throne, just to show you that Allah, he moved from the earth up to the heaven. The Muslims always, they try to convince the Christian that Allah is not contained inside the earth, when the Quran and the Hadith prove that all over place. It is he who created for you all things, and here additional proof that the one who made the Quran cannot be the one they call him Allah. The author of the Quran keep talking about his God. This is not Allah talking, cannot be God, who is his name is Allah talking, because he should say it is me, Allah, who created things for you, not it is he. Here he says, in the translation, he says, moreover, he designed and comprehend the heaven. That's a fast translation. The word in Arabic is thumma. Thumma mean and then after that, a while after that. There's a Muslim, he teach Arabic, and he have a video just about the word thumma. And he will tell you that the word thumma is used only for something that did not happen right away, but after, which means there's a period of time, took long period. Thumma, if you change the translation or translator, this is Yusuf Ali, you will see the Quran will change miraculously, as usual. look what happened. He it is who created for you all that on earth. Then istawa, between two brackets, he rose over. Okay, he rose over toward where? Toward heaven. Okay, where he was? He was on earth. If there is any Muslim here, he have an idea how this happened? How you Muslim, you reject Jesus to be God because you say to us that if the flesh of the man is a flesh of a man, that means God is inside the flesh of the man, and that is impossible. And now, what is different between God is inside the flesh of the man and God is inside the earth or inside the sky or inside the cloud or inside the atmosphere? He is now in the earth. So he's contained in the space which is in the earth. He is not bigger. He is not hugging the earth. He is in the earth. And this is why it says he rose over. Now, how Allah he rose over? Remember, none of the Muslims believe that Allah have wings. Muslims, any one of you believe Allah has wings? Any Muslim in the bushes? Do Allah have wings? The answer no. As you see, all Islamic sheikhs, they insist Allah have two hands, Allah have legs, Allah have 5 fingers, but there's no wings. All right. So how Allah he rose to the sky? Do we have any Muslim can help us? Not only Allah he rose to the sky, in different verses it says that he rose over the throne, in the top of the throne. Is that why Allah have hands and legs? Because he need to climb the big huge throne? And now, as long Allah is in the top of the throne, why he is there? You see, the Bible speaks about the throne of God too. But the Bible says that the pillars of the throne of God is justice and love. There is nothing really, it's about physical throne. God do not need a throne. God in the Bible is a spirit. And why the spirit need a throne? The God of Islam is not a spirit, he's a physical being. So now we have Allah contained in the earth, as we showed you in the previous verse. He was in the earth, and then he went up to the sky. Here translation saying heaven, the fact it says sky. The word is in Arabic is sama, as you see here. هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا ثم استوى إلى السماء فسواهن 7 سماوات. So it is he who created for you everything on earth, and then he left up to the sky, he rose up to the sky, and he made them 7 heaven or 7 skies. And I don't want to talk now about the number 7, which is proving again that Muhammad is a fraud. Because Muhammad, he's stuck with the number 7. Muhammad is a person, when he hears something, he's stuck with it. So Jesus mentioned the number 7 and 70. Muhammad, he mentioned it right away, and he's stuck with it. The Christians, they mention number 3. Muhammad is stuck with number 3. Everything in Islam is a theft. However, in Islam, there are 7 skies and 7 earth. And here we have another problem. This is a chapter 65, verse number 12. If Allah created 7 earth, are they 7 earth as 7 planets, or planets, sorry, or they are 7 layers of the ground? If there is any Muslim have anything to say, please refrain yourself from asking me silly questions about what do you think about this guy and that guy. We have a topic. Let us be mature adult. Are we talking about a topic? Who care about this guy and that guy? You give your opinion. Who care about my opinion? I'm going to hire him for a job or interview. I believe he's as silly, the same as the Muslims. Don't take me away from my topic, otherwise I will block your name. So if Allah created 7 heaven and there is 7 earth, where are they, the 7 earth? You see, the 7 heaven, we can play with it. We can say, okay, we do not know how many, maybe 7, maybe they are galaxies, maybe they are bigger than galaxies. We don't know. So you can play with that part. But when you say there is 7 earth, where are they? And as long Allah, He was, when He created the earth, He was on the earth. So He created earth number 1, and then He jumped to earth number 2, and then He jumped to earth number 3, and then He jumped to earth number 4, and then He jumped to earth number 5 and 6 and 7, and when He finished creating those earths, then He went to the sky. There is something stupid in this story, because there are 7 planets. In order to go from earth number 1 to earth number 2, well, you have to go to the sky anyway, unless they are connected. Do you know what I'm saying? So if Allah, He created 7 earth. Okay, Allah, now He created this earth, earth number 1. Now Allah is going to go and create earth number 2. Okay, how He can go to earth number 2? He have to jump to different location and create earth number 2. Okay, now He finished earth number 2. He have to jump to different location and create earth number 3. Etc. But this is mean there is a problem in the story, because it says that Allah, He created what is in the earth all, and then He went up to the sky. But isn't it the earth is in the sky? And now we have 7 earth. So in order for Him to go up to the sky, that means He have to finish all the 7 first, all the 7 earth. And that means he have to go to the sky first before He finish the 2nd earth. He made the first earth. Now He's going to go to the 2nd earth. Now He's going to go to the 3rd earth. But in order to do that, He have to jump between them. Takbir is saying, where in the earth, where it says jump, it says here he rose up. This is not jumping. Tell me, flying? Give me the word, I will use it. Just to show you the hypocrisy of the Muhammadan, who try to supposedly answer by not answering. Hey, Takbir, I don't want to use the word jump no more. I need your help. What I will use if it is not jump? Fly? Are you there? Here we go. I took a selfie for your statement. Hey, Christian Prince, where it says jump? Give me the answer. What I should say. Did he jump or he fly? Because according to your Quran, and we just prayed the video for you, Allah have legs. He don't have wings. Correct, people? Allah have hands. He don't have wings. So if your God have hands and legs, then how He rose up? He fly with the hands? Do your God fly with His foot? I'm waiting for your answer. Help me. I'm not going to use the word jump just because of you. That's it. I want an answer. Rise can be used literally. No problem. Rise can be used literally. He rise how? You see the stupid answer. Look, guys, they don't want you to say the word jump, but they don't want to give you the answer. How Allah he rise up? Did he fly? Did he jump? Allah don't have wings. How Allah he fly? Allah have hands. Allah have foot. So either Allah was climbing or Allah was jumping. Help me. Are you there? Here you see the stupidity of this religion. The second you ask a serious question, they are in trouble. They don't know what to say. Don't say jump. Okay, so can we say fly? He will not answer. Look at this. Look at him. He's searching Google. Hey, Prophet Google, help me. Did Allah jump or he fly? Maybe he swim. I'm waiting for you, Takbir. What happened to you? We just finished praying the video saying this, Allah have hands, Allah have a shin, Allah have 5 fingers, Allah have a foot. Wonderful. So how Allah he climb up? He fly with the foot? If Allah flying with the foot, so why he call it foot? That's when he's calling it wrong name, should call it wing. Why do you question God? Here we go. You see the hypocrisy, you see the stupidity, you see the dummy, you see how hypocrite they are. Why you question God? It is you who question God always when it's come to Jesus. The second we question you, God. No, I question about Jesus. Why not? Ask me how Jesus he went to heaven. Ask me, I will tell you. You see, Jesus he explained. He says that he will come in the judgment day, before the judgment day, and he will come above the cloud, which means there's nothing need to carry him. Nothing need to hold him. He's God with his angels. I'm asking you now, Allah have hands, Allah have legs, Allah he went up. And the hypocrisy is why you question God. Well, aren't you Muslims, you question the God of the Jews, the Hindus, the Buddhas, everybody? The second we question your God, you do poo-poo. Until now, I'm waiting for an answer. Who is going to help us? How Allah, he go up to heaven, he jump, he fly, he swim, he use a flying carpet? They have no answer. And when the Quran says that Allah, he rose, not me, he rose. Okay. The second you say he rose, that means he was down. Do you agree, Muslims? I'm not going to say that he rose up unless he was down. Who want to help me? Is that your translation? It says he rose over. He rose. Actually, let me help you. Let me help you. I will get you a genius to answer this topic. Listen to this and laugh.
Asked by the Prophet, peace be upon him, about a woman to determine does she have the right belief in God. He said, where is God? And she pointed up, like God. And that was sufficient. He said, this is a believer, you can get married to her, or whatever the situation was. The point is that this was a legitimate question and this was a legitimate answer. But now, I found from some other Muslims, so-called anyway, they're called the Nation of Islam, they asked me, after one of our programs, they said, well, if you said Allah is up, and you held your finger like this, okay, 12 hours later, the earth will rotate, so you'll be pointing the other way. Does that mean God went down, or how does that work? Huh? And right away you're going, oh. I don't think, and I'm talking about from the Hindus, the Christians, Muslims, everybody, I don't think anybody really
12 hours after, Allah is not up anymore, Allah is down. Keep your finger up, brother. Keep your finger up. Where is Allah? Up. 12 hours after, Allah is down. What kind of religion this religion is? And how he answered them? He said, you know, this is not, I'm not going to answer you. Embarrassment. Okay, tell us the answer. They just told you, okay, if you say up, 12 hours after, he is down. You could keep your finger up, keep it up. Just keep it up. Huh? Hold your finger for the coming 12 hours up, or take a picture for that and put it in the wall as you put it, so you don't keep your finger up. Take a picture of your finger up. And this is why the Muslim keep giving Allah a finger, if you remember, you know. When a person is dying, he give Allah a finger, like shahada. Why? Because Allah is one and he's up, brother. So 12 hours after, Allah is down. So what happened? We flipped him down. So what do you mean by up? When Muhammad and when the Quran says he rose where? Any Muslim? Is the earth flat? Yeah, this is what Muhammad he believed. That's why he believed that there is only one direction. And actually, we can support this statement with a statement coming from Muhammad himself. Muhammad, he said that Allah, he come down every third part of the night. Let us see the hadith. Read and love. The clear evidence that Muhammad is a fraud, and he thinks that the earth is flat and there's only one time zone. This is Sahih. This is Sahih Bukhari. This is Sahih Muslim. So the Muslim cannot say it's a fabricated hadith. It's very authentic. The Messenger of Allah, HBBUH, this is kind of acid and you know, like chemical stuff, said, our Lord, the blessed, the superior, comes every night down to the nearest heaven. He come where? People, he come where? He come down. Do you see the word down? So, as long as we say the word down, that means he was up. Okay, keep your finger up. 12 hours after, Allah do not need to go down after 12 hours after. You see the stupidity? Let us say Allah, he came down now. Let us say now you live in Indonesia. What is the time now in Indonesia? Now it's here 4:44 p.m. I'm assuming it's 4:44 for you a.m. in the morning, or 3, something like that. So this is the time Allah will come, supposedly 3 something. Okay. All what Allah need to do to be down again is to stay there for the coming 24 hours, because you don't need to go down anywhere. But the problem here, Allah, he come down whereas the Muslims are. So Allah come down in Mecca, let us say at 3 a.m. in the morning in Mecca. And then Allah have to come down after 2 hours or 1 hour in Pakistan. And then Allah have to come down 1 hour more in Delhi. And then Allah have to come down 1 hour more in Sri Lanka. And then Allah have to come down 2 hours more in Japan. And then Allah have to come down 3 hours more in Indonesia, or less. So how Allah keep coming down and up? Same time as you see somebody in the comment, muted, saying, Allah come down, but Muslims say, He cannot enter his creation. Well, this is what we are saying, my friend. Allah, he was in the earth and then he rose up. That means he is between them. Right? He is inside them. And Allah coming down to the lower heaven, that means he passed the 7 heavens. Remember, there are 7. So he's inside them again. So this is the most confused, stupid cult ever. Somebody saying all Abrahamic religion is the same. No, my friend, when you quote a verse from the Bible, you need to know that the Bible is not one verse. Throne of God in the Bible is totally different from the throne of God in the Quran. As example, the Bible says the throne of God, the pillars of the throne of God is his justice. Does that mean there is a column of concrete of justice? Our God is a spirit. There's no need for physical throne. The throne of God in the Bible presents the authority of God, the justice of God, the love of God, and the existence of God as authority over all what he created. The throne of God in Islam is totally the opposite. It's literally a physical throne. It's literally a heavy throne. Even the interpretation says that when the angels they tried to carry Allah's throne, they could not. Allah, he had to help them. And as long as you are mentioning Isaiah, if you know a little bit about the Bible, you should say that Isaiah says that the heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. So what is the throne? Based on that, everything is the throne of God. Everything. For all of it belongs to God. The heaven is my throne and the earth is my footstool. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? This is why actually in the Bible, in Matthew chapter 5 says, you know, don't take oath, not by what is up in heaven and not by what is down in earth, for it is the throne of God. So the throne of God is everything in the Bible. It is the authority, for everything belongs to God. So don't take an oath of something you don't have authority over it. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? Is the microphone bad, guys? Do you have a problem with my microphone? So here you see that how Muslims are confused about Allah. Allah have hands, Allah have legs, Allah have etc. And now we are trying to find where is this Allah? How this is Allah work? How Allah climbed the throne? How Allah is in the throne? They have no idea. If we go to different video, you will see how things is even getting more hilarious. This is a Muslim woman asking the Sheikh, where is Allah? And is Allah holding a physical shape? Listen and laugh.
A friend of mine claims that we should not say that Allah is on the throne because it will mean that Allah holds physical space. But if Allah does not have physical existence, then it means He is just in imagination, that he is just an imagination, and how can someone see an imagination whereas Allah has promised to show himself to the people of Jannah? Zainab, these issues are very sensitive. As Ahlus Sunnah...
Zainab, listen Zainab, this is very sensitive, okay? I mean, Zainab, give me your dad to talk to him. Zainab, if I am there, only Allah knows what I will do to you. This is very sensitive, Zainab. Be careful, Zainab, okay? Okay, so what is the answer now?
wal Jama'ah, as believers of the Quran and the Sunnah, with the understanding of the three favored generations, we do not use our logic when it comes to Allah Azza wa Jal.
No, don't use your logic. We Muslims don't use our logic when it comes to Allah. We use our logic when it comes to Jesus. We use our logic when it comes to Buddha. We use our logic when it comes to atheism. We use our logic for anything. When it comes to Allah, we are bankrupt. We are out of logic. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid religion like this? If you don't use your logic when it's come to your God, you use your logic when it's come to who? This is your God. Hey Muslims, I have a news for you. We Muslims, we don't use logic, our logic, when it's come to God. Okay? We borrow the logic of the Chinese. Made in China. So you will use the logic of who? How you will understand your God? Do you know, does this guy even know what logic means? You don't choose what?
That he is just an imagination, and how can someone see an imagination whereas Allah has promised to show himself to the people of Jannah? Zainab, these issues are very sensitive.
Very.
As Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, as believers of the Quran and the Sunnah, with the understanding of the three favored generations, we do not use our logic when it comes to Allah Azza wa Jal. So when it comes to Allah's beautiful names and attributes, we do not say that this is logical, this is not logical. How can we say this? How can this happen? This is unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
We did not see Allah Azza wa Jal. And Allah cannot be imagined.
So now anyone, he come to us, he says to us, oh, my God cannot be imagined. That's it, we have to believe in that he have a God. Okay, tell me about your God. Well, you cannot use any logic when you talk about my God, okay? Oh, okay. So your God is all-knowing, but yet he thinks the sperm coming from the backbone of the man and the ribs of the woman. Yes, see, he knew that, but this is wrong scientifically. No problem, I just told you don't use your logic. Okay, so which logic we will use? Okay. Tell me more about your God. Allah have two hands. Okay, why Allah have two hands? Do Allah use them to do things? Yes, he used them. He spent money on them. I showed you the video saying that. What's wrong with you? And Allah, he built the earth with his hands. Okay. And he built the sky with his hands. Don't cry. Okay, take it easy. Don't be too much emotional. Do you want tissue? So Allah, he built the earth and the sky with his two hands. So why you call him God? Because obviously you have to use hands. Your God, he go to the kitchen, he have his own laboratory, which is wonderful. Then he put zucchini with zucchini and mix it with bikini, and then we got Burkina Faso. Oh, we have a new country. Allah created a country, it's called Burkina Faso. But he used his hands. So when the Quran says Allah, if you want the same something to be, he said be as it was a lie. Because Allah, he used his hands to do things. He didn't say be. When Allah created Adam, he did not say be. He used his hand to create Adam. He mixed mud. He fashioned the mud. And then he used his mouth and he breathed. And hey Muslims, how Allah he breathed? Is he like have a body of Jesus, like a man like Jesus? When Allah, he says, I breathe into her, to Mary, or breathe into him, Adam, he breathed from where? He have like a balloon inside him and there's something inside it? So when the Muhammadan, they speak about their God, the first thing they say to you, don't imagine. Okay, we got that one. And don't ask, what the heck? So we cannot imagine and we cannot ask. So how we will know about this God? And how we will accept this God? And now this guy is going to show this girl that he is a knowledgeable person. Look what he will say to her.
As believers of the Quran and the Sunnah, with the understanding of the three favored generations, we do not use our logic when it comes to Allah Azza wa Jal.
No, we don't.
So when it comes to Allah's beautiful names and attributes, we do not say that this is logical, this is not logical. How can we say this? How can this happen? This is unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
We did not see Allah Azza wa Jal.
Okay.
And Allah cannot be imagined.
Cannot be imagined.
So how dare someone ask a question or deny?
How dare you? How dare you to ask that question? So after all this speech, the answer is, how dare you to ask such a question? This is the only way to preserve the ass of Allah. Otherwise, the ass of Allah will get spanked. Don't ask about the size of his ass. Don't touch his ass. Don't talk about his ass. And don't imagine his ass. How dare you? See, this is the benefit of the internet, because God knows what will happen to this girl if she said that question in person. How dare you? So what we would do now? What is the answer?
Say something from the Quran and the Sunnah. This is exactly your friend, what he's doing. This is exactly what the Jahmiyyah did when they made all the names and attributes of Allah Azza wa Jal without any value. So Allah Azza wa Jal is all hearing, but he doesn't hear. How is that? Allah Azza, they made Allah exactly as they define vacuum. So when they wanted to describe Allah, they said Allah is not up, Allah is not down, Allah is not in front, Allah is not back, Allah is not on the right, Allah is not in the left, Allah does. If you want to describe something that does not exist, it would fit as a glove. And this is wrong. Now, as Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, we only believe in the names and attributes that Allah had told us about them in the Quran, or that the Prophet himself sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us about in the Sunnah. That's it. No one can come out of the blue and say that, Wallah, Allah's beautiful name is so and so. Where did you get this name from? Quran Sunnah said no. So then this is unacceptable. Likewise, when you come to talk about Allah Azza wa Jal does not hold a physical space. The issue of holding a physical space was not told to us neither in the Quran nor the Sunnah. So when you say such a statement, we have to know exactly what do you mean. If you mean that Allah Azza wa Jal does not exist, like the Jahmiyyah has explained, and that he is nowhere, nothing, and the likes, all negative attributes, in this case, no, this is wrong. We know that Allah Azza wa Jal exists. We know that Allah Azza wa Jal is above his throne, and his throne is the ceiling of the of paradise, and that Allah is above all, and Allah is in the height. In Arabic we say fis sama. Fis sama does not mean in the heavens, because nothing can surround Allah Azza wa Jal.
See, look at the stupidity. Even they wanna break the Arabic language. The letter fi, or the tool fi, in Arabic mean in. As simple as that. So now, even when Allah, He says He is in, they want to say He's not in. So where is He? This is the same guy who He said that Allah have a hand, He have a shin. So as long He have hands, He have a shin, He have a leg, He have a face. Well, they need a location, they need a physical space. Are they real or fictions? Are they virtual or they are real? All the Muslims agree that they are real. So what your answer now is about? Because he cannot answer, he cannot say anything. He cannot say, well, Allah did not say if He have physical space or not. What we know, Allah have hands. Yeah. But this does mean Allah He have physical space. Going back to the verse in the Quran, where it says Allah, He rose above His throne. Muslims, why Allah He rose above the throne? Any Muslim? Very simple question. I want a decent Muslim to give me a decent answer. Allah, He finished creating the earth and the heaven. That's wonderful. Now He went to the throne. Why? Anyone? How Allah He rose over the throne? See, we asked the guy, his name Takbir, until now he did not give us an answer. I don't know what happened to him, he disappeared. Takbir, are you there? How Allah He climbed to the throne? Allah He went up, it says there rose, and then it says over. So now is up and over together, the throne made the location of Allah. Wonderful. Why Allah He need a throne? See, we showed you that in the Bible it says clearly that the throne of God is earth and heaven and everything. For everything belongs to Him. This is why in Matthew it says clearly that the Lord He said, I say to you, don't take an oath at all, neither by heaven, or like what is in heaven, or what in earth. Why? Because this is the throne of God. Any Muslim can help us? How Allah He went up? Do Allah have wings? If you say to me Allah do not need wings, then why Allah He need hands? If you say to me He do not need hands, why He have them? If you say to me Allah do not need foot, why He have it? And why He call it foot? If you say Allah don't have fingers, why He have it and why He call it fingers if they are not fingers? Or what the Muslim keep repeating to you, saying to you, Allah, brother, nothing like Allah. Nothing like Allah. We got that. Who care about nothing like Allah? There's nothing like mosquito too. Nothing like Allah. Let us say we killed all the mosquitoes in the world and we have only one mosquito left. Does that mean this is Allah? And even this nothing like God is a statement Muhammad he stole from the Old Testament. But when the Holy Book says nothing like God, he doesn't talk about the look of God. He talk about nothing to compare to Him when it's come to His ability, His power, His authority, and He is the Creator. So that's it. Nothing like him. But the Muslims, they use that statement always to run away from explaining how Allah and who is Allah and how he looked like. Do we have any Muslim who will tell us and help us how Allah he climbed the throne? Oh, this is not Allah. This is sorry guys, this picture is by mistake. I thought it's Allah, turned to be something else. But anyway, I mean, Muslims, where is Allah? Why Allah in the top of the throne? How he climbed the throne? How he went down to up to sit in the throne? Do he feel better when he is up on the throne? Is he tired? Is he sitting to rest? Any Muhammadan? Allah don't have wings. See, the Quran says that angels have wings. Okay, wonderful. So angels, they fly. Okay, they have wings. I wonder he's copying which book. You can think about it. For everything in the Quran is a theft. But when the Quran steals stuff, the Quran make it more horrible. As an example, anyone remember how many wings Jibreel he have? Anyone remember? How many wings Jibreel he have? Who want to help me with the number? Anyone? How many wings Jibreel he has? $600. Muslims, how many wings the angels they have according to the Quran? Any Muslim? Who is a Muslim want to help us? Muhammad, he saw Jibreel with 600 wings. Was Muhammad seeing really Jibreel or something else? I'm waiting for the Muslims to give us an answer. Anyone? What happened to those takbir and what happened? Read with me and laugh. Praise be to Allah. Okay, who's talking Allah? Have you ever heard of a God? He said, praise be to Allah. Obviously, this is a book written by somebody praising his God. Cannot be God himself saying that. This is very silly. This is very silly. Praise be to Allah. Who? Okay, who? It's not you. Remember, the one who's talking is Allah, supposedly, who created the heaven and the earth between two brackets out of nothing. This does not exist in the verse. Who made the angels messengers with wings, 2 or 3 or 4. Like, what the heck? So how Muhammad he saw Jibreel with 600 wings? Do we have any Muhammadan can tell us how Muhammad got himself busted? I mean, this guy Muhammad, he is so fufu, he is so potato, he is so tomato, he is so hummus, to the point he cannot maintain his life for a second. In his book, in his Quran, he says angels, they have only either 2 or 3 or 4 pairs. In the hadith, he saw Jibreel with 600 wings. So how big the lie is? How many wings Muhammad he added? Any Muhammadan? How the Quran says there are 2 pairs or 3 or 4 or 3 or 4. Okay, wonderful. So how Muhammad he saw the guy with 600 wings? And by the way, in the verse in the Quran does not even say pairs. Nowhere the word pairs is mentioned. That is a false translation. It says 3, 2, and 3 and 4. That's why you see here between 2 brackets he put pairs, because it's going to be funny to say that he have 3 wings. But this is what it says in Arabic. It says mathna wa thalath wa ruba'. This is the same statement actually used in the chapter of the women about marrying women or having the nukah to women to F them. F2 and 3 and 4. Mathna wa thalath wa ruba'. So angels have 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, let's go back to the topic. Angels have 2, 3, 4 wings, and supposedly they fly with them. I'm not going to question that scientifically. Forget, you know. That's not really the purpose. Allah, he went up to the heaven by what? Angels have wings. Allah have hands. Allah have foot. Allah have 5 fingers. How he went up to heaven? Any Muhammadan? The Arabic translated is a feather. Feathers, not wings. Who said that to you? No, the word in Arabic here, ajniha, it is not feather. Ajniha is wings. Even the Muslim translation used the word wings. Any Muhammadan, he can help us. By levitation, that is a good answer, guys. By levitation. What does that mean? By levitation. It says he went up. See, Allah did not bring the sky down to him to be in the top of it. I mean, all the story is really a silly story, because if Allah is God and he can create anything he wants without moving anywhere, why he need to go down off his throne anyway? Any Muslim? If you want to have an answer and have a debate with a scholar like Zakir Naik, don't remind me, Zakir Naik is the biggest idiot in Islam history. This guy, he said that the word hur is a woman and men. This is a scholar. Go watch the video and die laughing. The word hur is a men and women. So you Muslim, you are going to have sex with men. This is your scholar. So when Allah, he promised you hur, he promised you a man, you will have sex with a man. But isn't it the Quran says that those hur, nobody made them bleed by losing their virginity, losing their skin or the vagina? So how does stupid Zakir Naik, your scholar, he says such a thing? If I want to show you what Zakir Naik he keeps saying, you would die laughing. But you know, Zakir Naik is a genius in front of the fool. Go watch the video and die laughing. And there's 10,000 watching, 10,000 idiot. Nobody says to him, what are you talking about? How the whore are men. The word whore is a plural word. It's for male and female. Like, what the heck? It's for male and female? Are you sure, Abdul? Hey, Abdul, the one who is watching Zakir Naik, not a single one of you, he decided to get him busted. Are you submissive to him? Now his religion is not your religion no more. So you accept the person, he changed everything in your religion, and suddenly the whore became male and female, and you Muslims are going to F male? Is it your Quran here saying يَطْمُثَهُنَّ has opened their hymens with sexual intercourse? So how the donkey Zakir Naik says it is male and female? Actually, I wish that Zakir Naik would dare to speak to me for 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 seconds. I will make him shish kebab. He's already shish kebab for me. I think the video name was like a woman, she asked him why the man will get whore. Let us see if I can find it. It's there. Yeah, well, you need to find it so we can laugh. Let's see. Here we go. We got the Abdul. You want to watch and laugh?
So my mom made me Christian. She taught me what she could. But I still don't know what
Let us go.
to go.
Sister said that the father was a Muslim.
Okay,
Right,
go.
with the
To
father
my mother.
made her a Christian.
Go to the
22
question.
Hur, that beautiful woman, what will the woman get? The same question was asked to Hazrat Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, who's the wife of the Prophet. So the wife of the Prophet replied that the woman will get that which your heart hasn't desired, what your eyes hasn't seen, what your ear hasn't heard about. That means, inshallah, you will get something equal. What your heart hasn't desired, what your eyes hasn't seen, what your ear hasn't heard. So
Hey, girl, you will get a lot of F in there. A lot of men, they will F you. You will get the same, sister. Yes, your dad will get a woman to F them. A lot of women, you will be F too. Allahu Akbar. Get your vagina ready.
inshallah, if you go to heaven,
Yeah.
you will get something good, which inshallah you'll be satisfied. But the question is, first you have to enter heaven.
Yeah.
If you don't enter heaven, you won't.
Okay, if you, the question is, in order for your vagina to get all this effing, are you going to go to heaven first? I don't know if this is the same video or not. Let me move it a little bit. If you speak about the whore.
Nowhere does the Bible say that Jesus is God.
Here we go. She's asking about whore. Nowhere in the Bible says that Jesus is God. When all the Bible says that Jesus is God, from the first page, look at this coward. Let us see where the answer.
Bible says,
Here we go. Bible says. Maybe this is not the video.
chapter 15, verse number 26, in the Gospel of John, chapter number
Yeah, maybe this is not the video about the word whore. I think this is a newer video. I think since then he did not dare to say it, you know, because people, they get him busted, says to him, that is a stupid statement. Let us see here. Okay. Yeah, maybe this one, hold on.
A companion or a spouse, it has no gender. It means a companion or a spouse, it has no gender. For the similar thing is mentioned. Al-Azwaj al-Mutaharrin, many places in the Quran, in Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 25, and Surah Nisa, chapter number 4, verse number 57, it says Azwaj al-Mutaharratun, which means companions, pairs. So the word hur is rightly translated by Muhammad Asad as spouse, and also by Abdullah Yusuf Ali as companions. So hur actually means a companion or a spouse. It has no gender. For the man, he will get a good.
Did you hear it? The word hur has no gender. And this is the guy, they call him a scholar. Let me give you a link so you can download it. And maybe the one who will copy my video now, he can cut this part and make it by itself. I mean, this donkey, every single Muslim knew that the whore are females. And there's the Quran says that. The Hadith says that. According to this donkey, who the Muslim, but at that time, you know, he's stupid. I mean, he's a growing by name, you know. He became famous because he memorized things, right? But he's stupid. He don't know what he's talking about. And since then, you notice now the same question been asked by the girl, the video we showed you before it, which is a new video. He did not say the same answer no more. Because obviously somebody told you, you idiot, what are you talking about? But now they cannot take the video down. Whore has no gender. Zakir Naik, you idiot, you donkey, you potato. What if I was there in the stage and you were debating me and you say that? How many people will die laughing at you? Huh? How many? And the funny, he says, the translation of what Asad? What translation he said? Let me go back, hold on. Because I want to show you the translation of those guys he mentioned. Where is Zakir Naik? Cute Zakir Naik. Let us see a translation he mentioned, hold on.
Azwaj al-Mutaharratun, which means companions, pairs. So the word hur is rightly translated by Muhammad Asad as spouse, and also by Abdullah Yusuf Ali.
Yusuf Ali, he translated as a spouse? Okay, I will go to Yusuf Ali. Hold on. This is Yusuf Ali. Like what? It says there's no men or genie touch them, you idiot. No men, no men. Do you see the word no men? This is Yusuf Ali. There's no men or genie touch them. The translation here, by the way, is false, because this is nothing to do with the touch. It's about effing them. The word effing. The word here is used, yatmithahunna, is exactly as the previous translation was saying, is make them lose the skin inside their vagina, as you see, because of intercourse. This is the guy you call him a scholar? You want to play my game? Why did your God made angels with 6 wings and feet? Well, you see, until now the Muslims, they have no idea what we are talking about. I'm showing you a contradiction. Your prophet says he saw an angel with 600 wings, and this is the only angel he saw. When the Quran says the angels of Allah either have two wings, or sorry, two wings, or 3 wings, or 4 wings. You see how stupid you are? If your prophet said that the angels of God he saw has 600 wings, and then the Quran says that the angel of Allah either have 2 or 3 or 4 wings, that's mean Muhammad, he did not see an angel of Allah. So all this time you are searching Google to tell me that the Bible says that they have angels have wings? Stupid. This is not what we are showing you. Because either Allah is telling the truth or Muhammad telling the truth. They can't be both telling the truth. So when Muhammad he saw an angel with 600 wings, this angel belonged to who? Are you there, Takbir? The idiot who keeps searching in Google, after 2 hours you come to me with this? So this is what you got from my topic now? That I am making fun of angels have wings? My topic is Allah don't have wings, I go up. Until now I'm waiting for your answer. You said to me don't say jump. I said to you how we go up, you did not dare to answer. We say the angels have wings, Allah have no wings. And even the angels of Allah, either they have 2 or 3 or 4 wings. So how Muhammad he saw an angel with 600 wings and his name is Jibreel? The only solution that Jibreel he went to Thailand and he added extra, you know, in Thailand they make you male, female. They add cushion to your ass, make you a female. They make boobs for you. Whatever you want to add, they can add for you. You want to add a LED in your nipples, they add it there. Did Jibreel go to Thailand and they did that to him? Because Allah, he sent him either with 2 wings or 3 wings or 4 wings. Jibreel arrived to Muhammad with 600. Like what happened? Do you think he used fertilizer? I think it's a fertilizer. I think he got like a fertilizer from Home Depot. You know, it take him 1,000 years to calm down. So Allah, he put 2 wings there. And you know, those 2 wings, they start like fertilizing. You know, like Jibreel, he do like poo-poo, and the poo-poo come in his wings, and they start growing and growing everywhere, like weeds, you know. So they became 600. And now look, he go dead. He's not answering. So going back to our topic, how Allah, he climbed the throne. Until now, no Muslim can tell us. And why Allah, he went in the top of the throne, as long as it's a physical throne. And how Allah can be contained in a throne. And how Allah can be carried by a throne. And how the throne of Allah is carried by 8 angels. He went to Mexico. I used to have a Mexican neighbor. He threw garbage in my garbage can. I told him, my friend, you cannot do that. Don't do that. He said to me, Basura, Basura. I don't know, I don't speak Spanish, so I thought this is his name. I said, Mr. Basura, you cannot throw garbage in my can. Throw it in yours. Where's yours? He said, Basura, Basura. He don't speak English. I said, Mr. Basura, listen to me. You cannot throw garbage here. This is my Basura, Basura. Like, what the heck with this Basura thing? Okay, I got it. Your name is Basura. I know. Why you keep repeat? And then a guy was walking by. He said, no, Basura. He is saying to you, Basura mean garbage. Said, oh, okay. So we. This is what happened to you when you speak languages and you are an Arab. You know, like I thought Basura is his name. Anyway, after some time, this guy, he started learning English, and each time he walked in front of me, he says Basura. It's funny. When the other guy translated to him, he said he thought your name is Basura. He died laughing. I know Basura is God. You know, once I went to, let us take a break from the garbage of Muhammad. Once I went on vacation, and I went to an open buffet, you know. So there's a guy in the front of me and his wife with him, and he pointed his finger at the dish, and he said, Ponita. I took the same food. I love it. It was tasty. I thought this is the name of the dish. So second day, I came to the same restaurant. The waitress, she come to me, and I said to her, Ponita. She laughed, and she turned her face. She did not even, like, she didn't say anything like, you want something else? Like, what happened? Anyway, she left. And then she walked by again. I said, where's my Ponita? She laughed again, like, okay, you know. And then she went, she spoke to her friend behind the counter, and she came back with the paper, have a phone number. Like, what the heck? I asked for a dish. She's giving me a phone number. Then I'm waiting. So a waiter, he came, and he said, hey man, everybody came after me. Where's my, where is my dish? He said, they have like once a week, they have a buffet. The rest of the week, they have normal restaurant. He said, what you order, sir? I said, Ponita. He said, we don't have such a thing. Ponita means beautiful. So the genius me was flirting with the waitress without knowing. She thought I'm flirting with her. I said to her, you're beautiful. So she gave me her phone number. Unbelievable. Yeah. And I told him, no man, I wasn't ordering. Ponita. Oh boy. Hey Muslims, any Ponita around? The Prophet was so Ponita. There's a video actually of Mufti Mink speaking about how the Prophet Muhammad was so Ponita. Not Allah only so Ponita, Allah Muhammad is so Ponita. I don't know, I think maybe he's Mufti Mink, I forgot. Prophet Muhammad description. Maybe it's not Mufti Mink. Who is this guy? I don't know this guy. Yeah, I think this is not Mufti. I always, give a wrong name for this guy. So, brother and sisters, Prophet Muhammad was the most sexy Ponita ever, brother. And the background music.
His eyelashes were long, وَفِي صَوْتِهِ صَهَلْ, and in his voice was a natural echo. Were long, وَفِي صَوْتِ فَارِهِ وَطْفٍ, and his eyelashes were long. وَفِي صَوْتِهِ صَهَلْ, and in his voice was a natural echo. وَفِي عُنُقِهِ سَطَعْ, and his neck was elegantly long. وَفِي لِحْيَتِهِ كَثَاثَةٌ, his beard was full and thick. أَزَجْ أَقْرَنْ, his eyebrows were arched, but they were not joined.
Brother, we got it. He was so Ponita. Please don't mention that in San Francisco, because your prophet, he is going to have a lot of hump there. I mean, aren't you worried? Have you ever heard of a religion like this? Music in the background. The prophet, his eyelashes is so long. His belly button is so hard. His ass is round. His ears is so good to be licked. His cheek is so good to be touched. His lips is so good to... his tongue. Like, what the heck is this? Are we talking about a prophet of God or a prostitute?
It was separated in summit فَعَلَيْهِ الْوَقَارِ, when he was silent, dignity covered.
I have a hadith about his fart. I don't know if this is what you are talking about. The second Muhammad, he mute because he's squeezing himself.
Him. وَإِن تَكَلَّمَ سَمَاهُ وَعَلَاهُ الْبَهَاءِ,
That's it.
and when he spoke, it was audible in...
This is why the Arab, they keep laughing at him when he talk. This is why, according to you Muslims, he spent most of his life, nobody convert to Islam. As long all those things about him, how them, I mean, if he have those things, the women alone in the town, they will believe in him. If Muhammad have those things, every single woman in the town, she will believe in him just to get him. Hey Prophet, I will believe in you. You marry me, huh? I mean, think about it. I mean, this guy he's not a human. His voice have echo. Brothers and sisters. Today we are going to talk about Mr. Echo, Mr. Bean. The difference between Mr. Echo and Mr. Bean, because Bean can be cooked, but Mr. Echo cannot be cooked, but we can be heard. Today we are going to talk about Allah, and the echo. Reason for the echo is the bathroom, room. For it's empty, there's no furniture. The Prophet, he have a lot of echo because he's a drum. He's empty from inside, side. And everyone, like the Prophet, cannot have an echo, because only the Prophet is an echo wish. I mean, his sound have an echo. His voice have an echo. They don't worship Muhammad, they worship Allah. What else?
Clear, almost commanding and overtaking. أجمل الناس وأبهاهم من بعيد. From afar, the most striking and outstanding in appearance.
You see, in Arabic he says Ajmal, the most beautiful, but in translation he did not say the word Ajmal. Why? Coward potato. He's so beautiful.
أحسنهم وأجملهم من قريب. And when he came near, the best of them and the most handsome of them in closeness. حلو المنطق.
But I want to show you the point when a guy, he was walking at night. And you see this guy now later, he will cry. He's crying, like, you know, because it's so good, brother, so good. So there's a guy, he was coming, and then it was dark time. Look, they will put for you now in the background the moon. Huh?
He says, I came out one night, I came out one night, it was the full moon night.
Full moon. Look how emotional he is. Look, he cannot even talk about it. But come on. I mean, if I am in your place, I will not even able to open my mouth, brother. Look, he's squeezing himself. Did you notice? Did you see the act? Did you see the act, the movie? He can't even talk no more. Like what I will say. Look.
And I looked at the moon, and in the desert, understand, the moon is an awesome sight. It is smooth, it is radiant, it is clear, it is gentle compared to the scorching sun at which they are used to. So the moon was the epitome of beauty. So he says, I came out at a full moon night and I looked at the moon and I saw it beautiful, handsome. So I said, let me go see if the moon is more handsome or my Prophet is more handsome.
I have to prove a point. I'm going to look at the moon. I'm going to look at the Prophet. And I want to see who is going to beat who. Today, brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, we have a competition of Mrs. Beauty of the Sky. Moon versus Muhammad. Guess who will win? I mean, it's hard to guess. I mean, like, come on. Because they are so close. I mean, like, we have a moon and we have a Muhammad. And now, okay, now the moon will come with the bikini. Okay, Mrs. Moon now wearing bikini. And now Mrs. Okay, Moon. Moon now wearing now yellow bikini. And Moon is walking by. Okay, Moon almost fell down because he has wearing high heels. So Moon, he lost 1 point. And now we have Mrs. Muhammad.
Let me see if that is more beautiful or the Prophet is more beautiful. So I went and I saw him standing afar. So I looked at his face and I looked at the moon. And I look at his face and I look at the moon. I look at his face and I look at the moon. And I look at his face and I look at the moon. And I look at his face and I look at the moon. And I look at the face and I look at his moon. Like, what's wrong with you Muslims? I mean, aren't you even ashamed of this stupidity? So this guy was flipping his head left and right, up and down for 20, 15, 30 minutes. Look at that thing. Like, what's happening here? This is too much action, man. out at a full moon night, and I looked at the moon, and I saw it beautiful, handsome. So I said, let me go see if the moon is more handsome or my prophet is more handsome. Let me see if...
You know what? You are safe and secure because you live in different country. If you say, that, you see guys, did he say, let me see if? How dare you to say if? For sure the prophet is better. Did this guy stay alive after he said the word if? Hey Muslim, did you let him live? He said if. I mean, can you even imagine? He wanted to see if the moon is better. If. How do you allow that? Where is the mujahideen? Where is the peaceful religion? The guy, he said, if the prophet is, if the moon is better, or if, there's no if here. For sure the prophet. Stupid idiot. You made me cry now.
that is more beautiful, or the prophet is more beautiful. So I went and I saw him standing afar. So I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face.
Hold on. He was a little bit far. So do we have a flashlight? So how he saw him in the dark? Ah, the face of the prophet is radiant, you know, there is radiation. So the prophet was a little far. So he looked at the face of the prophet, he still can see it. Okay, for sure, the prophet, his face is shiny. So I look at the face, I look at the prophet, I look at the face, I look at the finger, look at this finger. Muhammad is there. He's giving Muhammad a finger. Don't do that.
Standing afar. So I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon, and I looked at his face, and I looked at the moon.
Okay guys, tomorrow we will continue the program. We look at the face and we look at the moon. And tomorrow our topic will be, we look at the face and we look at the moon. We look at... Man worshippers, cowards. This is how they make him a prophet. You see, they don't spend their God, their time speaking about their God, how beautiful he is, because they don't know how their God look like. And now they fabricated stories about a man, how good looking he is. Well, if he is good looking, so why the father of Khadija refused to marry her to him? If he is very good, he is the best in ethic, he is the best looking, and yet the father of Khadija almost, he went to kill him. Anyone knows how Khadija, she married Muhammad? Who knows how Khadija, she married Muhammad? Remember, we are changing topic now, because not even a Muslim, once a Muslim can tell us how Allah climbed the throne. They don't know. Stupid religion, cult. We waited all this time, nobody is answering. How Khadija, she married Muhammad? If I tell you that Khadija, she is a fraud, and Muhammad is a fraud, and Khadija and Muhammad, they did a conspiracy against the father of Khadija, they made him drunk. Imagine the ethical prophet, in order to marry Khadija, they made the father drunk. And you believe it or not, this is written in their books. How in the world this man can be good anyway? Imagine a person, he want to marry your daughter and you don't agree. So what you do? He make you drunk. He dress you your suit in the morning. You wake up, you say to him, why I'm wearing my suit? They even lie. They said to him, oh, yesterday you married me to Muhammad. Like, what? I did not do that. He did not. The guy, he did not. But they just want him to believe that when he was drunk, he did it. The guy, he wasn't convinced. And then Khadija, she said to him, well, do you want the people to know that you are a stupid idiot and your daughter did that to you? and this is the hadith, and this is from al-Bidayah and al-Nihaya. And you can use Google translation. And this is mentioned in many places. She made her father drunk. This is the filthy Muhammad and the filthy Khadija. Even their life started by a scam and a fraud. A woman, she made her father drunk. And then after she said to him, this is what happened when you're drunk. He said, I'm going to kill him. I will never accept that. They fabricated tons of lies about Muhammad to make him look like a good person, but their book says the opposite. Any Muslim is going to say to me, this is not true? There is no such a story? If there is such a story or not? A fraud who started his life by a fraud, how he ended to be a prophet. Anyone? So today we could not really get an answer for how Allah he climbed his throne. We found a lot of contradictions. We found that Muslims, they have no idea who is their God. We found that the Muslims, they say that Allah is up, but 12 hours later Allah is down. We found that no Muslim can answer anything. And we found that Allah is a joke. And until now, I'm waiting for a Muslim who is willing to call me. I will open my Pal Talk if there's anyone. He can tell me how Allah he climbed his throne. If there is any Muslim here, he can do so. If there is any Muslim can tell us how Allah he climbed his throne. And why Allah he sat on the throne anyway? What exactly is the purpose of his throne? The Bible speaks about the throne, but the throne of God is heaven and earth. God he says, sky is my throne and earth is my footstool, which means everywhere is my throne, everywhere is my authority. Allah he sat on the throne, he climbed the throne. His throne is physical and he is physical. What Allah he did by sitting there and what he accomplished, how he climbed there. Oh, this is Trump? You know what? I don't know. I thought it's Allah. I don't know, like, guys, I'm getting old. Honestly, I searched, like, I searched in Google, Allah throne. Honestly, I searched for Allah throne. I got a Trump. Unbelievable, man. What's wrong with Google? We search for Allah throne, we find the Trump. I don't know, Trump is real, Allah is not. Prove me wrong. Any Muhammadan? Well, think about it. Yes, Trump, he have two hands. Allah have two hands. The difference is Allah, he have two hands in the right side of his shoulder. You remember that, right? I mean, even this God, even his hands is in the wrong location. He have a defect. Both his hands are right. Unbelievable. Look at this. I mean, how in the world you Christian don't want to worship such a God who have two hands, both of them they are right? Isn't it fantastic? By the way, when I was born, my mom, she said to me that I used to have two right hands. And they were wondering, like, why? I mean, why I got two hands in the right side? Why? Anyway, they woke up second day in the morning, they found my two right hand in the left side. Like, what the heck? They switch. So every day I wake up in the morning, I find sometimes they are in the right side, sometimes in the left side, and I I put the watch in the right hand. Then I find my right hand in the left side. Like, what the heck? And I was so upset. You know, this is true story, by the way. Sahih Bukhari. I mean, why you people don't believe in it? What's wrong with you? How come if I tell a story, it is really strange, a crazy story? But if Muhammad says his God have two hands and both are right hands, nobody wonder why. Hey Muslims, why Allah have two hands in the right side? I mean, is that a birth defect? Should we make a surgery? Can't Allah fix himself? And as long both his hand in the right side, is Allah is right person? Like he walk in the right direction, don't go left? So if I want to shake hand with Allah, okay, hold on. Let us say that this is Allah. Hold on. Okay, I found another picture for Allah. This is not Allah. What the heck? This is Trump again. Okay, so let us say that this is Allah. And now both his hands are in the right side. So this will be the right for me in my screen here, will be this area. So this is the hands of Allah. He have two hands. Okay? We will erase the other hands. So now if I come from this direction and I hit Allah, he cannot respond to me because his hands in the other side. Unbelievable. You have two right hands. Okay, I'm convinced. So is Trump. Unbelievable. Do we have any Muhammadan want to say anything? Like, look now, we put the picture of Trump, the liberals will go crazy. Pelosi will have heart attack. She will call YouTube. And Joe Biden, he will say, YouTube, there's a channel by the guy's name, you know the thing, the thing, what his name? You know the thing, like, okay, but the name of the channel, where he have the picture of Trump, your enemy. Okay, we are created all, by the thing, So, they put it, like, okay, but who's this guy? Where we can find him? You know the thing, okay? Thank you. And this is exactly the Muslim respond to us when we speak about their God. You know the thing. Who is Allah? You know the thing. How dare you to ask the question? How dare you? This is how we answer a question. How dare you? What? How dare you? How what? How dare you?
That he is just an imagination, and how can someone see an imagination whereas Allah has promised to show himself to the people of Jannah? Zainab, these issues are very sensitive.
Sensitive, sister.
As Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah, as
You know, as Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah, supposedly they are the best of the Muslims. Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. Sunnah is those who follow the steps of the Prophet, supposedly. But be careful with that, my friend. None of them follow the steps of the Prophet. As an example, the Prophet, he forbid them from doing anything the Western people do, or the Christians do, or the Jews do. And look at them. They use internet, they use TV, and they have cell phones. And even they dress like Western, most of them. Same time, they live in Islamic countries, and those who live in non-Muslim country, they pay tax to the kuffar. And this is forbidden in Islam. All of them, they have TV. All of them, they watch movies. And all of them, they have porn. And all of them, they are Sunnah. The Prophet, he used to watch porn too. He have different way. He have real women. He do not need. He kidnap women from their houses and he raped them. So we are the people of the Sunnah. We are the people of Samna and Majah.
believers of the Quran and the Sunnah with the understanding of the three favored generations, we do not use our logic when it comes to Allah Azza wa Jalla.
We don't use our logic.
So when it comes to...
Okay, hold on. We don't use our logic when it's come to Allah. Hey, Trump. What say you? What say you? Like, okay, the Muslims, they don't use their logic when it's come to their... Can we use logic of Trump? Hey, Trump, what do you think? Make America great again. Okay, Trump, we're talking about Allah. Make America great again. Okay, Trump. Okay, listen, Trump. This is serious. We're talking about religion now. What is your logic about Allah? Make America Trump again, great again. What? We don't use our logic, so use the logic of who? Which logic? You don't use the logic of you don't use your logic, so you don't use any logic. Yeah, we don't use our logic. This is Allah. When it's come to Allah, just don't ask, don't question, don't imagine. Just take it as it is. As big as poo as it can be. What's sawajal? I don't know what sawajal is. I know you are quoting wrong word. There's no such a thing, sawajal. Look at this guy. This guy is even better. This guy is even more hilarious. You know? Allah? Allah? Where is Allah? Where is Allah? He will tell you where is Allah.
He talks about himself, but we don't say it's going to be like my hand. Does he have knuckles? Does he have a fingerprint? What is that? What do you... Is it got a face? You got eyebrows? Yeah. Why do you want to do that?
Why you do that?
You want to play. Okay? This is not something to play with. This is, you're talking about your Creator. If he says something in his book, okay, accept that. And if you don't understand it, go to your scholars and ask them.
Okay, and you are a scholar. And now you are saying to them, don't ask. And the funny, those converters, they convert and they like it because they get the attention, they have salary. Both of them, they used to be homeless, they have no jobs, nobody cared for them. And now they take them to conferences, they take them around the world, big salary, they live like kings, they became superstars, they go everywhere, they wait for them in the airport, 5-star hotels, and they make lecturers, and none of them, he knows what he's talking about. This is reality. How many videos I have here? This is the guy about the hands. This is the guy about the hands too. This is the guy about the prophet. Where is those people coming from? Can women pray in public place? I mean, guys, if you see what YouTube show me in the side, I don't even think about the topic when I go live usually. YouTube suggests things for me, and I die laughing when I say, "Can a woman pray in public?" No, brother, she cannot. But she can give her boobs. Yeah, but she cannot pray in public, brother. Haram, because she will bend over and people will see her ass. Can you prove that Allah is the moon god? Yeah, we can prove it so easy. Are you a Muslim? The Quran says that Allah, the Arab, they believe Allah have 3 daughters. Allat, Al-Uzza, wa Manat al-Thalithah al-Ukhra. Okay, go read the story about them. You will see that those people believe that the sun god married from the moon god, and they have 3 daughters. That's it. Otherwise, Muslims need to explain to us how the Arab they come to a conclusion and believe that Allah have 3 daughters. Everything have a reason, correct? Everything have a reason. Okay, the Arab, all the Arab, with no exception, all of them believe that Allah have 3 daughters. From who? Are you getting my point? From who? This is the story of the moon god marrying from the sun god, and they have 3 daughters. Very simple. The moon god is not the moon, by the way. Like I saw a silly person, his name is James White. They said, a person asked him, do the Muslim worship the moon god? He says, the Quran says don't worship the moon. That's because he's a donkey. The moon god is not the moon. There's God who is controlled of the moon, and God who is in control of the sun. And they are in competition. Those who live in cold areas, they worship the sun god, for it is cold. So they dream about the sun coming. Those who live in the desert, like the Arab and the Middle Eastern, most of them, they worship the moon god, for it is desert, it's hot, and moon, as you see the guy was describing for you, I look at the moon, I look at he was describing how nice the moon is. Why? Because the Arab, they hate the sun. It is the one who killed their grass, it's the one who killed their animals, it is the one who killed them with a drought, and they have no water. So the moon god and the sun god, they get married, they have 3 daughters. And I challenge any Muslim to tell me how the Arab and all the Arab, they worship a god, his name is Allah, he have 3 daughters. Where is this coming from? Same time, if we go to different chapter in the Quran, we will find that Ibrahim, according to Muhammad, he called the sun هذا ربي هذا أكبر. Chapter 6, verse number 75, 76, 77, 78. So Abraham, when the night covered the darkness, he saw a kawkab. Kawkab is a planet, it's not really a star. He said, this is my God. Here he did not use Akbar, he used, this is my Lord. Okay, هذا ربي. Then when he saw the moon rising, he said, this is my Lord. But when he saw the sun, he said, this is Akbar. You see it? They translated the word Akbar as a greater. How come he called the sun greater or Akbar, according to translation? Why? For that is the popular name of the sun. Akbar. This is why the Muslims, they say Allahu Akbar. For Muhammad, he unified the gods of the Arabian Peninsula. There's Allah and there's Akbar. They have sex together and they have 3 daughters. Your God is one, Allah Akbar. This is why the Muslim, when they say Allahu Akbar. Hu in Arabic means and. We have tons of proofs. What about if we go to the star verse? Actually, no, let us go to a different one. Hold on. If we go to chapter Yasin, chapter 36, this one alone is enough to prove to us the whole story. Look with me and read with me the verse carefully. Ya sin. Sin. Ya is an old Aramaic Egyptian word, mean God. Ya is a word mean God. Whatever name come after it is the name of that God. God, sin. Go right now and search in Google, sin God or God sin. What you will find? It is the moon God. You see it? You ask the Muslims, what does that mean? They say to you, God knows best what he meant by this. Now, can you believe it? And not only that, in different interpretation, they give you their own, they start like trying to find an answer, and they admit that this is a Syriac word. But isn't it the Quran says Allah, he said, we made the Quran an Arabic book? Syriac language. And it's true. It's from the Syriac language. Sin is the moon god, which is the Syriac, long time ago, they used to believe and to worship. The people of the Babylon, the people of Assyria, the people of the Akkad, the people of Mesopotamia, the Chaldean, the Assyrian, very well-known God, very ancient. This is why you see in the old art or old, let's say ancient drawing or art, you will see always the moon in there drawing. For the ruler, he ruled by the moon god power. And they have, this God, he have 3 daughters, as you see in the screen. You see, those are the 3 daughters of Allah. So, isn't it strange that the Quran says Allah have 3 daughters, according to the Arab, and those people, they have a God, he's the moon God, he have 3 daughters too? And not to mention the chapter of An-Najm, verse number 1. Who is swearing here? By who? When the cousin of Muhammad, he said to him, I'm not going to believe in the God of the star. Muhammad, he said to him, aren't you afraid that the dog of Allah will eat you? Who is the God of the star? Muslims, who is the God of the star? And which star we are talking about? Any Muslim can tell us? It is a specific star or a specific planet. Any Muslim can help us? You'll find the answer for this in chapter 53, verse number 49. Do you see it? Do you see it? So who is this God? Who is the Lord of who? Sirius? And even in the translation they say to you, he is the Lord of a star the Arab pagan they used to worship. Can you believe it? Why Allah saying he is the Lord of the star? He want to prove that he is higher authority? But you just said you are his Lord, so he's true. See, if I say to you that I am the Lord of this star, and you are worshipping that star, I'm saying to you, worship it, I am his Lord. He present me. Actually, one of the names of Muhammad, they used to call him Abu Kabsha. I know, like, I don't talk about those things usually, but you see, as usual, you have always there is a reason to say things. So you have like, let's say, the information is in the shelf, you have to give me a reason to pick up the book or the memory. Any Muslim here? Why they call him Abu Kabsha? Ibnu Abi Kabsha. You go to the history, you will see that Kabsha is not really a name of a person. Even they saw it's a person who used to take care of Muhammad. But there's more than that. Maybe a different time we will talk about this topic. Actually, if you go to the same chapter here we are reading, and you read the interpretation of like al-Baghawi as an example, or you go to al-Qurtubi, you will see that people, they call him Abu Kabsha because simply he worshipping a god who present that name. In the Muslim interpretation, they say to you, oh no, they call him this way because there is a guy who don't agree with them about worshipping this star, and his name is Abu Kabsha, so they call him Abu Kabsha too. And this is how confused they are. And you know, the Muslims, they have the moon sign in the top of their mosque, and nobody can explain to us why then you have a moon. Even when the Quran speaks about fasting the month of Ramadan. Fasting the month of Ramadan. No, where in the Quran says fast the month of Ramadan. It says fast the moon of Ramadan. Here, chapter 2, verse number 185, you will see the Muslims saying the month of Ramadan, but nowhere the word month is mentioned. They will say to you, no, it says the word month, for this is the word shahr. But this is how the word is used today. The word shahr is not even an Arabic word. The word shahr is a moon. So the moon of Ramadan. This is why if you go actually in the same translation, you will see it says. If you change this one, the word month, with the word moon, which is the accurate, you can go, by the way, even in the Hebrew, the word shahr in Hebrew is moon. So in the moon of Ramadan, which was revealed the Quran, okay, so this is when Muhammad received the Quran. Guidance for mankind, no problem. All right. So whoever of you cite the word what? Cite what? Cite the moon. You cannot cite the month. See, here the translation is showing you how stupid the translator. He used the word month, but the verse is speaking about citing that thing. You have to see it. And then between two brackets, they say to you, the crescent moon. Do you see it? Do you see what I'm talking about? You cannot cite the month. You cite the moon. So the word shahr here never mentioned. The word here is the word, the word month is not mentioned. What is mentioned is the word shahr, which is the word mean the moon. So whoever of you cite the moon. Now here the question is, okay, well, the Muslims, they are the same as the Jews. They have the calendar of the moon. But why, when you cite a certain moon, a moon called Ramadan, that moon is where you fast, and that moon is where Allah He sent the Quran. You see, both of them, they happen, or Allah He chose, according to the Quran, that the same moon where Allah He sent the Quran is the same moon which is called Ramadan. The same moon you fast, and when you cite the moon, you fast. So it is not a calendar, it is citing of a moon. So why? Because the Quran believe that there is 12 moon for Allah. Allah have 12 moons. Ramadan is one of them. Debate me while you are scared. Joseph, I'm really scared. I don't know what to do. Thank you, Joseph, please. See here? The number of moons in the sight of Allah, not months, this is false translation, is a 12 moon. Which moon the Muslim they have to fast is the moon they cite, it's called Ramadan. And where the Muslim they get that from? They get it from the Sabi, and the Sabi, and they believe that every month there is a new moon. It's not the same moon. And the moon of Ramadan is the one who appear in certain time in the year, and then they go and they welcome him second year in different city. Let's say he land in Los Angeles, and then he fly in San Diego. When he talk about the moon god, but you don't mention it because you are scared from the truth. He was in the land of Cyprus. Okay, very good. Now, when this guy, by the way, he say things to you like the guy in the text, don't think he's a crazy. He's just a stupid fool, believing in some stories Muslims they say, and they are confused. According to some Shia, they say that Muhammad, Allah, He sent him in a journey for 12,000 years. And in this year, this 12,000 years, journey in a boat, The Prophet, he sweat 124,000 drop of sweat, and from every sweat Allah created the Prophet. And if there's a Muslim want to say this is not true, I can show you the reference, no problem. So how many moon to Allah? 12 moon. This is why Muhammad, he refused the behavior of the Arab. The Arab, they understand very well that their calendar, the moon calendar, is wrong. So what they do? They change they add 1 month to their calendar every 3 years. Do we have any Muslim want to say anything? So the Arab, they used to be smart, you know, not as many they try to make, you know, make you believe. That's why they refused Muhammad. And Muhammad, he did not convince them, he conquered them. That's why if you go in the Quran, you will see it says an-nasi, which is what? Which is an additional month the Arab, they used to add to their year. And Muhammad, he forbid them from doing that. He said this is a sign of kufr. Why? Because the year for Allah is a 12 moon. Those people are adding 1 more moon. Do you see it? This is a chapter 9, verse number 37. Show the reference about Cyprus. You show what, you are the one who mentioned it. Get out of here, Batito. So the reference about Cyprus. Your prophet is everywhere. Your prophet was found in China too, Batito. So Abu Kabsha was an ancestor of the prophet who worshipped Ceres star. Hence pagans used to make Muhammad, remember you worship God of, you know. Yeah, there's many stories about it, you know. Depend who is the one telling the story. You know, the funny here, Tammy, you are saying that Muhammad, he worship God. But the Muslims agree that all those people, they worship Allah anyway. So the interpretation of those Muslims is a fabrication. And let me show you. Give me a second. If you go right now in the Quran, you will see the word mushrikeen. The second you say mushrikeen, you admit that they worship Allah. Do you see it? The Muslim here translate the word as disbeliever. The fact this is not true. They translate it as mushrikeen, as disbeliever. But the disbelievers are not exist in the verse. Mushrikeen is those who worship Allah and they worship someone beside him, or they take someone to intercede for him. And all the Arab, they believe in Allah and they ask intercessor to intercede to Allah. That's all. So when those Muslims, they give the interpretation saying that this guy, he was an ancestor of Muhammad and he used to worship the star, or he worship the sun or the moon or the star series, whatever, and then you don't worship him, that's a lie. Because even that one, he was worshipping Allah. That's why they are called mushrikeen. Mushrikeen is not people who believe in different God. That's not true. Actually, I can show you a video. Let me search for it. About this. And you will see that the mushrikeen, they believe exactly in what the Muslims believe. All of them, they worship Allah. All those who live in Mecca, they worship Allah, with no exception. I'm just searching for the video. Give me a second. And sometimes, you know, you find the video right away. Sometimes it takes time, because you need to remember exactly the exact title of the video to find it. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. I found the video. Listen and love. You Muslims and the kuffar are the same thing. Both of you worshiping Allah. All of you are a slave of Allah. The difference is you switch from the daughters of Allah as an intercessor to Muhammad. Both of you are mushrikeen.
Is the opinion that invoking the saints, it is haram and it is evil and it is an evil innovation, a religious innovation, a bid'ah, and it is a stepping stone to shirk. It is opening the doors to shirk, but it is not shirk in and of itself unless that action is accompanied by a belief that you're calling out to a God. It is accompanied by a belief that you are deifying that entity that you are calling.
So invoking is considered to be shirk on the Day of Judgment. And this is what the Prophet said, ad-du'a.
But they invoke Muhammad. Did you see? Invoking, and he will say in Arabic, ad-du'a huwa ibadah. Invoking is a worship, but they invoke Muhammad.
Invoking, making dua is worship. Not
See?
a form of worship, no, is worship. This is the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. Do not take knowledge from the likes of me or the likes of him. Take knowledge from real scholars.
So you are a scumbag, right? So don't take it from him. Don't take it from you. So why you are talking? I mean, this is the stupidity. Don't take knowledge from someone like me or someone like him. Take it from your scholar. So why you are there? You are what? You are fake? Aftermarket?
This quote-unquote renowned scholar, he's a da'i. He does not qualify to be a scholar. He's a student of knowledge.
Brother Nawaz from India, he emails a very lengthy question describing certain issues that are going on in his area, in his district, and mentioning some of the sectarian problems that are happening in his homeland. But in particular, there's a question that is of very relevance to us. And he mentions that in his particular town, the majority of people follow a interpretation of Islam in which they are encouraged to visit the graves and to invoke the saints for their needs. And he is saying that recently he has come across a new, scholar, he has not heard of this, new group, and he mentions it by name, and he has benefited from this group and online and whatnot. And this new group is saying that the practices of his culture and of his people are actually shirk, and that anybody who does these types of practices of invoking the saints is in fact committing shirk. So now he is emailing me asking that he has heard a number of my lectures, and now what does he do, because his family and his entire society is involved in these rulings. But today's topic is to call out and say, Ya Ali Madad, Ya Abdul Qadir al-Jilani, Ya Rasul.
Let us go to the important thing for me in this video. Look what he was saying.
Take knowledge from the likes of me, or the likes.
Commercial. Let us skip the commercial. Hold on. And you will see he described for you that the Muslim and the Mushrikeen, they are worshipping the same religion.